So I'm Michael Creese, I'm the manager of the project management unit at Smithers. My industry experience is 16 years in extractables and leachables, starting at the bench doing E&L studies, doing extractions, doing the GCMS, LCMS analysis. My job focus is extractables and leachables, working in a chemical analysis department and supporting my team to deliver programs of work to our clients. An interesting way in which my career has really developed is actually how I've been supporting clients throughout that. So when I originally started, I was really just following procedures and protocols that were filtered down, and then I worked through the development of those procedures and protocols. And then what was great is I've had the opportunity to really develop my career both technically into understanding the various technologies that we use, understanding biopharmaceutical pharmaceutical manufacturing processes, and then also understanding how people like to design studies, how to work with people, and that's really led me through the management aspects as well. And when you combine all of those kind of skill sets that you put together, what I've really learned is that that's really built up a really good case for the consultancy work that I've been supporting people with. So, and in that aspect, what we're not doing necessarily are extractables and leachable studies. What the focus of that is making sure that the initial risk evaluation or the evaluation of study designs, ideally performed as early as possible in product development, is a really key stage, and that's something that I can support with. The work with our clients is based around science, and for the entire team at Smithers, I know that's a really important factor. The other really big piece of this is that we are purely doing this work to support our clients get products onto market or solve a challenging problem. And Smithers has a really great philosophy about engaging with clients and fully understanding, developing and scoping out projects at a very early stage to make sure that we hit all of our clients' objectives in terms of technical scope, project timelines, and even resource management. One of the great things about working with Smithers is the breadth of services we can offer within the Smithers organisation as a whole for extractables and leachables. First of all, we've got real state-of-the-art equipment in terms of our LCMSs. We've got high resolution capabilities through our Waters Varan system, and we've put a lot of resource into getting that system up to the level we need to be able to fully identify as many compounds as possible. The subject matter experts at Smithers on extractables and leachables come from various different backgrounds. We have experts that have come from the industry, pharmaceutical, biopharmaceutical, medical devices, but we've also got other people who have been within the organisation for two decades or more, and they've really worked their way up through the analytical side of things, so building their expertise from graduate level all the way through to being subject matter experts for extractables and leachables. And what I really find is that by having that expertise from industry and also true analytical experts of the instrumentation, we have a really strong team that allow us to solve many different types of problems our clients see. We've had some really interesting projects that have come through the organisation, and some of these projects have actually required not just an E&L type resource like the understanding of materials and the technical analysis, but there's also sometimes need to be a need for actually understanding plastics and rubbers. And within Smithers, we're blessed with having people within the organisation who truly understand manufacturing processes for plastics, manufacturing processes for rubbers. So when clients come to us with a particular problem, quite often we can leverage the analytical side of things and also the true understanding of how materials are processed or cured as well. And by combining those two things on site all together, we can offer a very quick service that can often help our clients. We have testing facilities both in the US and in the UK for extractables and leachables testing, and we have weekly dialogues between the two sites to make sure that we are both consistent in the approaches that we offer and that the level of service is at the highest we possibly can offer to our clients. The advantages of multiple sites is that we get a real good global understanding of the regulations that are in place in different geographical regions, and also the different feedback we get from our clients about how the regulators are reacting to different programs of work. Some of the things that we're definitely seeing, and you see this in certainly at the Smithers Extractable Leachable conferences that I attended in Asia and certainly in the UK as well, is how much more the regulators are engaged in questioning data around extractables and leachables. I think one of the other big pieces as well is really the drive for standardisation of how studies are designed. That's really the first step, but there's also really a drive for trying to standardisation how studies are actually conducted as well. And there's various organisations working within that, so certainly for the single-use technology such as BPOG, BPSA, and USP have obviously in the last couple of years had many publications that have really focused in on that kind of practice. The other area of interest is actually how the subject is expanding into other geographical regions. Historically, the main focus for E&L studies has really been around Europe and in the USA. But with the Chinese FDA actually engaging with subject matters experts, what you're seeing is in China and Asia as a whole is much more interest in this area, and that again is then driving difference of opinion, which is fantastic for the industry to get that new blood in.